research, and as physics teachers, we know that we could do better by a lot of our students, especially women and minorities. The literature actually shows that women and minorities can be sitting in a class, be highly motivated, want to be there, but due to the overall bad experience that they get from us in our courses, they can end up leaving. So to get around this, education researchers have come up with a lot of reforms. We've come up with new teaching strategies and materials. So the thing is, though, although a lot of physics instructors know about these things, they aren't being used, or worse, they're being tried, but then people go back to the way that they were teaching before. So there's a problem here. So my research focuses on how the people who make reforms can help other instructors actually use them. So to do this, I looked at two groups of people. I looked at people who have happily gotten reforms out there that a lot of people are using. So that's that exemplary practice. And then I looked at everyone else. And I did that by looking at a sample of everyone who got funded by a National Science Foundation education grant for 1 year. I could have just looked at the successful people and written up a set of recommendations saying, okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z in order to get your product out to other instructors. But, you know, these top people here, the typical everyone else, they're not dumb. They got funded by the NSF. So they're probably doing a lot of these things. I wanted to look at what are the differences. So I wanted to really pick out what are the successful people doing. So I found that there is a lot of overlap between the activities of everyone else and the successful people. They're all academic researchers, so they all go give talks, they all publish papers. But what's going on in the successful side is people are actually interacting with other instructors, finding out what is going wrong. So why aren't you adopting my new reform even though you think it's a good idea? And then directly addressing it. So one big barrier is departments might not like the way that you're advocating that you teach. So the successful people will go and give a seminar on how to do it and really get the whole department excited about how to do this. And that's just not on the radar for everyone else. That's an activity that people don't think about doing when they're doing an education grant. So my research team and I are making resources, workshops, and we go out and do talks like this to start to get people thinking about how, okay, I have this education grant, I'm doing this reform, how can I engage other instructors and get feedback from them early on in my project to get a wider audience to really elicit that feedback and make a stronger product. However, we are finding that people don't really want to do extra work, so that's where we're still developing and testing that resource and trying to take our own advice. But hopefully this will result in more student gains as more programs are successful. Thank you.